Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing some minimalist street photography in New York City. Hope you enjoy. New York City isn't the first place that most people think of when they hear the word minimalism. It's a city that never really stops, a place that hums even at 3 a.m. Noise, motion, clutter, people, everywhere. But sometimes that's what draws me in, because in a place this chaotic, even the smallest moment of stillness feels like a discovery. I came out here today not to chase the perfect shot, but try to slow down, to see if I could find simplicity in the middle of all this noise. And that's what minimalist street photography means to me. It's not always about emptiness, but more about awareness. It's the kind of seeing that happens when you stop rushing and actually notice what's in front of you. The Oculus feels like a cathedral built for light. I love how it reduces the world to lines and rhythm, how it strips away distractions until all that's left is form and movement. I like to stand here and just wait, and people move through the space like notes on a staff, each step in time with the architecture around them. Minimalism, for me, isn't about removing meaning. It's about removing noise. And when I strip a scene down to its essentials, I feel like I can finally hear it. Sometimes one finger crossing light is enough to tell a whole story. The High Line feels like an exhale. After the sharp geometry downtown, this stretch of green feels like the city is taking a breath. Here, it's not about chasing moments, it's about letting them happen. I walk slowly, and sometimes I stop for a few minutes at a time to watch light move across a wall. Minimalism in photography is really about patience for me. It's about realizing that composition doesn't always come from control, and sometimes it just comes from waiting. And when you do, you start noticing how the city constantly organizes itself. A person turns a corner just as a cloud shifts, a color repeats from a stranger's coat on a nearby sign. There's this quiet synchronicity you start to see when you're not rushing to capture everything. The photos I like most to capture on the High Line are often the ones where nothing seems to happen. Just calm, balance, and a little air around the subject. The further downtown you go, the more the city changes its character. Down here, everything feels so much closer. The walls, the colour, the noise. It's raw, it's imperfect, and it's full of texture. But minimalism doesn't have to mean clean or sterile. Sometimes it's about finding calm in the middle of imperfection. You can't control chaos, but you can decide where to place your attention. One shadow across a doorway, one person pausing in a beam of light, one quiet story hiding between layers of noise. And to me, that's what makes street photography so rewarding. It teaches you to look at what most other people just simply pass by, to see beauty in the small, overlooked corners of a loud city like New York. Even in a place that never slows down, it's still possible to find stillness if you give it a little attention. Every time I go out to shoot, I learn something new about the way I see the world. Today reminded me that minimalism isn't about doing less, it's just about seeing more clearly. And when I stop chasing the perfect shot and focus on simple things like shapes, light, shadow, stillness, photography becomes less about the camera and more about my awareness. It's strange how a city, even in all its chaos, can find a way to show you balance if you're patient enough to notice it. Sometimes the most powerful photograph you can take is the one you almost walk past. Thanks for joining me on this walk through New York, and I hope it inspires you to slow down and find a little simplicity wherever you are.